Hey guys, outie555 here. Today I'm going to be talking about this Bell revolver helmet and tell you that I've actually replaced it. Alright, so this is my trusty Bell revolver Evo helmet. It's Australian standard. Overall it's not a bad helmet, and I've really enjoyed owning this helmet. There are a couple of things that I did find a bit horrible with this helmet, namely the weight of it, and secondly the noise. So it is a modular helmet and it is noisy, so you kind of got to expect that. But overall, it's a pretty good helmet. It's got a drop down visor inside for sunglasses and everything like that. So that's cool. And that's what I've been using for the last 2 years. Now I got 2 years out of this helmet. Now, in my opinion, I should have got at least 3 years, but 2 years is all this helmet gave me, and it only cost me, I think, $290, so wasn't expecting much. And for what it's worth, I've certainly got my money's worth. And you can see I've adorned it with all of these Moto Vlogger stickers here, so if you're fortunate enough to have sent me a sticker and got it on my helmet, there we go. So that's cool. All these moto vloggers that I've met, and some that have sent me stuff from overseas. So it's been pretty cool having all of them on my helmet as kind of like a badge of honor. But unfortunately, I don't think I'll be doing this with my new helmet. But there is a reason for that. The reason is I want to keep this helmet as a souvenir to my motovlogging journey, so I'll continue putting motovlogger stickers on this helmet, and I'll still keep this helmet. I won't chuck it in the bin. It's part of my riding journey, so I'd like to keep it as a memento, so that'll be cool. Now the reason I got rid of this helmet is the cable that connects this button here has actually snapped, so I can no longer open up the helmet. And after 2 years, that would have to go for a warranty issue, because I think these come with a 3-year warranty. I could be wrong, but I bought it online, so I couldn't be bothered trying to track down the seller and everything like that. So I'll just bin the helmet and get a new one. So I can't open the chin bar anymore. But for what it's worth, I've really enjoyed this helmet, and I've liked how it fitted everything on it. It's a pretty robust and solid helmet and did the job. I could fit my Center 20S on the side, as well as my Sony action camera on there. Now I'm currently using the camera to record with, so that's why it's not on the helmet. That's the center there that would just clip on the side. And if you've noticed this is hanging down a bit, that's my fault. I didn't like the tint on this, so I bought a replacement one that's darker and pulled this out of the helmet and went to replace it with the new one, and it turns out it doesn't fit. So there's like a different version of this helmet that has different visors, so I had to put the original one back into it. It doesn't really clip in there properly anymore, but that's okay. So I've got the center speakers in both earpieces there, as well as the microphones for the center and my motovlogging setup. So I'll be gutting them out of the helmet and replacing them to my new helmet. So you want to know what my new helmet is? Well, it's this one. It is this Shark Evo One helmet. So it's a modular as well, and this one is the chrono version, which basically means it's the same as the normal version, but it's got this cool paint job on it. This one cost me $620. So it's Shark, it's a better quality. It's actually a lighter helmet. I weighed these. This is 1.6 kilos as is. This one, with the camera off and the center off, so as it is here, is 2 kilos. Maybe even like 2.1 kilos. It's ridiculously heavy for a helmet, and that was the main thing I didn't like about that. But this, 400 grams different. It certainly does feel a lot lighter. Obviously I'm going to be putting the camera and microphones and everything in the center and into the helmet, and it's going to add to the weight a little bit, but it won't be anywhere as near as this one's. So to put it in perspective, the weight difference between this helmet and my new one is this bottle here of Jameson homebrewed vodka, which is inside that. It's not actually Jameson, but that's the difference. A whole bottle. Like, this is 400 grams, or a little bit over 400 grams in total, including the glass. It's a 200ml bottle. That is ridiculous for a helmet to be on your head. You turn your head too quick, you go, oh, and jar your neck, and you go like, oh. But never mind. It's good for a beginner. So now I've moved on to this helmet, which is more intermediate to advanced sort of rider. It's modular as well, so that's something that's pretty cool, and I would expect it to be slightly noisy, but nowhere near as noisy as that. Yeah, it's got a cool visor, opens and closes here. It's got a chin bar that you pull up. Now, the previous version of this, you had to open the visor first before doing the chin. They fixed it with this little red tab in here. So when you pull that lever, it opens it for you, and it all comes up. Chin bar swings back down, and it locks into place. It's not going anywhere. Like, you could hit that, it's not going to, well, yeah, it does kind of jar up a bit, but it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon unless you actually hit it with some force. You can put the visor back down again and obviously put it in upright position. Up here you've got a nice black tint on the sunglasses that are built in, and that's a lot darker than this helmet's one, so I'm pretty impressed with that. And it goes down a bit further as well, so that's nice. It'll cover my whole face. So it doesn't have these shackles, it's got one of these clips at the bottom instead, so it seems pretty easy to put on and off. Not really complaining. But the biggest thing I've noticed from just trying this helmet, and I must say I have not used this on a ride yet, I was too excited and I had to make this video first. So the big thing I've noticed is this padding on the inside here. You can see it's this nice blue colour, but it's like a bamboo soft material. Even though it sits firmly and snugly against your face, it's really soft, it's beautiful. So the material in this is kind of like itchy and frays really easy, but going to this, it's deluxe. Yeah, there's also big grooves inside the helmet, and this pad here, like, all comes out. All the stuff in here comes out, so it will really make for a nice breathable helmet. And I'm really happy for this. It's got a cool spoiler for a vent there at the back. It's got the open and closing vents at the top. It's a really nice helmet. So that's it for today's video, guys. I'm going to go ahead and install all of my vlogging gear and my center into this, and then I'll be able to hit the road with it and check it out and give it a good test run. Alright, that's it for today's video, guys. As usual, keep safe out there on the road, stay on two wheels and not your head, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Laters! Now it's time to gut this thing.
It's just like magic.
And look at that.